Hello, friends. Welcome back to our journey through the Bible. When we think of Jesus, most people picture him in a manger, wrapped in cloth, quiet and small. But the Bible opens a deeper mystery. In the beginning was the Word. John 1:1. Jesus didn't begin in Bethlehem. He was already there before time existed, before mountains rose, before oceans roared, before light even knew how to shine. He didn't come into creation, he created it. And when God said, "Let there be light," the Word went forth, and it was Jesus. Let's step into that beginning together. John 1:1-3. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him nothing was made that was made. Let's see what Job 38:1-7 has to say about it. Then the Lord answered Job from the whirlwind. Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Tell me if you know so much. Who determined its dimensions and stretched out the surveying line? What supports its foundations, and who laid its cornerstone as the morning stars sang together and all the angels shouted for joy? In Job 38, God describes the moment of creation like a heavenly celebration. He speaks of foundations, boundaries, stars singing, and angels shouting for joy. It was a moment of glory, majesty, and awe, and Jesus, the Word, was not watching. He was doing it. He measured the heavens, he carved the oceans, he hung the stars in place. This is the same Jesus who would later walk among fishermen and weep with Mary. He was always God, not only in love and mercy, but also in creative power and eternal glory. Creation didn't begin with a bang. It began with a voice. Let there be. Genesis 1. Those words weren't empty. They were filled with a person. They were filled with the Word, who is Jesus. All things were made through him. John 1:3. Jesus didn't come to fix a broken world he didn't know. He came to redeem the very world he designed. You were not made by accident. You were not formed by random chance. You were spoken into existence by the living Word himself. And that same Jesus is still speaking today, over your life, over your chaos, over your destiny. Just like the earth before creation was formless and empty, he speaks light into your darkness. He calls your identity into being. He speaks purpose into places that feel wasted. Let's think. Have I been seeing Jesus too small, only as a baby or a man, and not as the eternal Creator? Do I trust that I was made on purpose through the Word? Final reflection. Jesus is not new to this world. He is older than time, wiser than the stars, and more powerful than the ocean's roar. And yet, this same Word, the one who measured the universe, came down to be held by human hands, so that you could know his heart. All things were made through him, and you are one of those things. So walk today knowing this. You are spoken, created, and loved by the Word. See you next time.